All right, guys, here we go. Mark Hamill, his accident. Did you know? A lot of Star Wars fans don't know that Luke Skywalker himself had a pretty bad bang up, serious car accident in 1977. It was before the release of Star Wars A New Hope. I still just call it Star Wars, but officially Star Wars A New Hope, first movie, 1977. Mark Hamill was driving on a freeway in California, and he was trying to take an off ramp to go over to another ramp. He lost control of the car, flipped over, and rolled off the road. Really bad bang up. So as a result of the accident, he suffered a fractured nose and a fractured left cheekbone. And of course, they did plastic surgery. He underwent reconstructive surgery, which included, get this, they used the cartilage from his ear to rebuild his nose. There's lots of jokes they say with like liposuction and stuff. You can take some fat from one area, take it away so you don't have his fat thighs or butt. But for Mark Hamill, he had to take the cartilage from the ear to rebuild the nose. And you can see it in the picture that's provided there. It's not. I guess they did a really good job, so it's not glaring. But I remember as a kid watching Star Wars, and then I went to see Empire Strikes Back, and I was like, there's something off with his face. You could tell. And it's like, well, it's a little older. He's an older dude in a way, a couple of years, but that's it. That's the bad accident. He's talked about it on interviews, and he was lucky he didn't get killed. Right, he was lucky he wasn't worse. But what's really fun, and but there's no proof of this, or George Lucas and Mark Hamill both deny it. There's all this speculation that in Empire Strikes Back, one of my favorite scenes, the Wampa attack on the planet Hoth, the ice planet, so great in the beginning of Empire Strikes Back, it was included, fans speculate, to explain the change in Mark Hamill's appearance because of the accident. But, because remember the Wampas claws him and, fucks up his face. But both George Lucas and Mark Hamill have stated strongly the scene was always intended to be there. It was in the script, and it was always there to add suspense to the beginning of the film. And if you remember, too, of course, his lightsaber comes loose, and it's like a couple feet from him as the Wampa's hanging him in the cave, and he uses the Force to get that and to deal with the Wampa to take the arm right off. One of my favorite scenes. So I think it probably was always there, but that's what the fan speculation is, that it was included to explain how Luke's face was changed. So what do you think? What do you know? Do you know something that other people don't? Can you confirm it? Mark Hamill, lucky he survived, lucky it wasn't worse, and we got Luke Skywalker, though, slightly changed. What do you think? Give us your feedback. Hope you're enjoying. Hope you're subscribing. See you soon.